Aquarius, welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. I hope all is well and fabulous for you. If you are new to my channel, welcome, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. And if you'd like to know why I read Intimate Tarot, specifically sexual energy, hit the description box right there. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. What's going on? Show me Aquarius, please. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on for Aquarius? What's up? What's going on? Interesting. Show me what I need to see, please, for Aquarius. What's up with Aquarius? Okay, what's going on? Today's baseline deck is the Lover's Path Tarot. Fabulous. Show me that recent past, please, for Aquarius. What's that recent past for Aquarius looking like? What's it looking like? Show me that recent past, please. What's going on? Okay. Four of Coins. Withholding, holding back, you know. Holding on, holding back. Right, pretty normal. In the recent past, that's kind of normal. Holding on to someone's energy, not really knowing what to do with it. They don't know what to do with yours. They're withholding from you. You're withholding from them. It could swing either way. Okay, it just depends on how it resonates. Which, of course, take what resonates, leave it does not. It's not your story. Don't force it to fit. And there you are. Basic rules of tarot, yeah? So, the Four of Coins, unfortunately, is extremely powerful. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a 4. Well, 4 in numbers is actually a very strong number. It's the first number you can achieve that achieves a circle, so perpetuating cycles. That's why 4 is such a strong number, but we're going to see what's going on. What's that current sexual energy looking like? What's that current sexual energy looking like for Aquarius? What's going on? Princess of Coins, Page of Coins. Not too much going on. Perhaps you're just not interested. If you're not interested, you're not interested. Now, it could be there is a little something here developing. It's the seed. Okay, so the pentacle is the physical. It starts sometimes with something small and we hope to make it grow, the investment. Okay, so for some of you, there might be some interest here. Low-level communication, a low-level interest, a kind of young seed. We'll see if it's going somewhere, or, as I said, you just may not be interested. Okay. Who is surrounding Aquarius at this time? Is there anyone surrounding Aquarius at this time? Is there anyone surrounding Aquarius at this time, please? 4 staves. Oh, yes. Possibly. 4. Another one. Powerful number. Reflection. Mirroring. Yeah, there's someone surrounding you. I have a feeling timing's going to come into this. Okay, show me the strengths, please. Show me the strengths, please. Show me the strengths, please, for Aquarius. What's going on? Show me the strengths, please. You're willing to communicate and or express some curiosity. Don't be confused by the visual. This is technically the Page of Wands, not the Knight of Wands. I know it looks like it. It's not. It's the Page of Wands. There's a willingness here to communicate. Show some curiosity. The beginnings of something. I'm telling you, timing's going to be involved in this. What are the obstacles? Obstacles in this connection? There's something new here. It's tentative. It's shaky. All right? But there's something here. It's a little something. It's a little something. Curiosity. Obstacles, please. Obstacles, 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 obstacles. What's going on here? Obstacles, please. Obstacles, please. Okay. The Chariot, expressing, moving forward, getting it past that kind of awkward conversation phase. Let me know if you're done with Cancer, especially when it shows up in the weakness category. When a power card shows up under our weakness category, sometimes we actually have a fundamental weakness for that particular person who represents that sign. So for some of you, you have a fundamental weakness literally for Cancer, and that's what holds you back from moving forward in other areas in your life. For some of you, that's a literal translation. It does not have to be. But for others of you, simply, again, the Chariot is our emotional selves that dictates a certain speed and how we want to move forward with our general feeling, our emotionality, okay, moving us forward. So, moving that forward, especially if in the recent past you've had to withhold or hold back, okay, you felt that you weren't ready to give, you weren't ready to receive, all that, the fair exchange also. You weren't ready to give or receive, and that happens a lot for people. You know, and the point is, if you know it, the more empowered you are. So in other words, if you weren't ready, you weren't ready. And it might still be an issue if the Chariot is showing up under your weaknesses. Okay, moving my emotionality forward. There's something here. There's something cooking. and it has growth potential in it, because I am seeing the seeds of new. Basic communication. Now, how new this person is to you, I do not know. I'm not seeing aces, but I'm seeing their energy that's relatively surrounding you in a small way, thus potential. Show me that outcome, please. Show me that outcome, please. Let's see what just tried to pop out here. The Queen of Arrows, a serious conversation. If you're new to my channel, I do prefer it when they fully flip or hit the table. Okay, like so. King of Arrows. Okay, there you are. That's more like it. You're reflecting on this. You haven't made up your mind. I think you're thinking about it, though. You're looking upon this, seriously contemplating this person's energy. Do I want to engage in it? Because you understand something's here. That's you. That's your power card and outcome. Your energy is reflecting backward upon this situation and or person. Are you going to communicate? You're going to move it forward. You seem to be aware that you have been withholding to this point. Okay. For reasons. We're going to see what your reasons are. Okay. Do you want to engage in this energy? There seems to be some potential here. It's not crazy. It's not explosive. It's not smacking in your face of, oh, look at this, it's new and exciting. No, no, no. That tells me you kind of have an idea of maybe who this person is. It's not explosive, it's not crazy. And there you are, calmly, coolly looking at it. Do I want to engage in it and take it further? Hence, do something with that Chariot. What's going on, please? And of course, I always, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, have to. As if I could ever put this deck aside, you know. Show me what I need to see, please. What's going on? There you are again. King of Swords, 3 of Wands. The idea of anticipation excites you a little bit. It does. Like I said, there's something there. The idea is, have you made up your mind? Do you want to engage in it? What's going on, please? All right. 4 of Coins in the recent past. Show me. Withholding the sexual energy, you know. It's not just saying that it wasn't there. It's just you weren't contributing in that arena. Okay. Perhaps some of you were going through a celibate period. Perhaps some of you were just like, you know what, there ain't nothing going on. This is why you're withholding. Your heart space was still somewhere else. 6 of Cups. Okay. Someone of the past. You know. So that would explain it. Too much conflict. Too much combativeness in your feelings and your heart space. In other words, you weren't ready. That's why. It's not for lack of interest. It's just like, what's the point? I don't want to give to a situation yet. I'm not ready to receive for a new situation yet. There's still something of the past that still hurts me. It's still weighing me down. Thus, it would make sense that I would keep my potential, be it sexual or otherwise, to my damn self. Which is very wise of you. Okay. You knew that you still had some residual feelings that you were working through. Like I said, it's not for lack of interest, all right? So that we have the balancing numbers, 6 and 6, the balancing. You are still balancing your feelings. You are feeling that kind of initial inclination to get back out there, but it wasn't pressing, it wasn't overwhelming, okay? Let me know if you were disconnecting from an Aries. You know, it's like you were feeling your balanced energy. You weren't quite over it. I see it picking up with that 6 of Wands. Feeling better every day. Feeling a little bit more victorious every day, but you still weren't ready to fully engage in a new venture yet, be it sexual or otherwise. Okay? 4. Again, 4 of Pentacles. Right? But it's balanced energy. 4, 4, 6, 6. In other words, you knew what you were doing. You were embracing of your situation. You accepted it. You didn't fight against it. Good for you. Again, you knew what was up. Good job. That's more than what you can say for a lot of people, honey. You know. They have breakups, and then they go around fucking up other people's worlds, okay, because they didn't deal with their shit. You knew what was going on, so give yourself that credit. What's going on, please? At least you're not out there screwing things up because you can't deal with your own problems, you know, the situation, learning your lessons. Good for you. Your current sexual energy, it's like you're still not convinced, though, with that Page of Coin, or there's a little something there. Let's see what's going on. How recent this is, it's up to you. Page of Coin, please. Show me that Page of Coin, please. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Okay. Okay. Something got your interest. Queen of Pentacles. Alright, let me know if you're done with the Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or it could be that you have Earth placements in your chart. Very strong, actually. Your practicality, your stability. Something about your sensual side picked up here. A lot of people don't know that. about the Queen of Pentacles. She's actually highly sensual. She just kind of buries it under all that practical stuff. So she's like, oh yes, I can be very sensual so long as I'm comfortable. You're at your comfort level. You feel practical, you feel stable. Your energy started to pick up a little bit, hasn't it? You might be talking to someone. You seem to be curiously reflecting on somebody, but it's coming from a practical, stable place, but also your sensual side. What's going on, please? Some of you highly identify as being more sensual as you do sexual. Show me what I need to see, please. There's a little bit of curiosity here, a little bit of communication. It feels comfortable. You're still contemplating that Eight of Cups. Are you ready? Are you emotionally available? But you're doing so from a mature place. I'm telling you though, and that's part of the Eight of Cups, by the way, in this deck, which I think portrays it rather well. The idea is the dance, the emotional waltz, as it were. Am I ready to do that dance? Am I emotionally available to do that dance? Let's find out. Am I ready to open up and take that chance, that leap of faith, to be the fool, to start a new chapter? See, heavy contemplation here. Good for you. You know yourself. Again, that's more than what a lot of people can say. I swear to God, half the reason tarot exists is because people just cannot or will not deal with their shit. So they want short, easy answers to complicated questions. Okay, the person surrounding you is Four of Wands. Mirroring. They seem to have a happy disposition. They do. Again, Four of Wands is personal happiness. Do not assume marriage. That drives me crazy. That drives me bananas. Four of Wands is personal happiness, typically personal happiness within one's personal space, i.e. home. That doesn't necessarily mean or assume marriage. The person surrounding you seems to indicate some form of general day-to-day personal happiness, sense of self, where they are in life, that kind of thing. Some of this Four of Wands, I do believe you are communicating with this person, and that's the reason why you're over here in contemplation. There's a part of you that feels a lot more comfortable than when you did in the past, a lot more balanced than you were. Your energy is picking up in terms of sensualism. But are you ready to do the dance? You're talking to somebody, baby. Is my point. Show me that Four of Wands. Show me that Four of Wands. Oh, well now. Judgment. They have a judgment surrounding their energy. Could be a Scorpio. Who else we got? We have Aquarius, a fellow Aquarian. That's the Fool. Okay, we have some earth energy here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I'm saying that more as a reflection note of your personal energy. All right. What else, please? What else about this person? Surrounding them, judgment, their decision, literally a decision, either for you or you attribute to this person as being capable of making very strong decisions, or they're very, very spiritual. Okay? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Slow. Their energy is a little slower. That's interesting. Slow to make decisions, eh? How so? I'm just being curious about this person now. That's interesting. That's an interesting combination. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Typically when I see Queen of Wands, I see characteristics, personality. Okay, fiery, passionate, creative. Those are the top three. In this sense, though, I'm getting that feeling, okay, Aquarius, that I'm looking at someone who is gorgeous. And it's more about the actual physical appearance. And it could be that they are fiery, passionate, and creative, but for some reason this is coming across very strongly. And the reason why is because your sensualism, even though you are air sign, you're pulling up heavy earth. So that tells me your sense of sensualism is being provoked. Okay, so in this person, you see a general sort of happiness with that Four of Wands. You understand that they are a strong decision maker. Sometimes they're a little slow with that Knight of Pentacles. It could be that they themselves have slowly recovered from something difficult. It took a lot of strength of will to do it. Something about them that has not changed. Or their beauty hasn't changed or something like that. Their physical appearance has not changed. That's coming across so odd. What is that? Their appearance has not changed over time. So for some of you, you've known this person a long time and it's like their appearance has never changed. They still have a certain way of captivating you. It's not an ex, it's not like that. Not that I can see. It's someone who you have very distinct personality markers. This is their energy. They have very distinct personality markers attached to them. So I know you know them to some extent, and there is some communication here. And there's something about their particular energy that provokes you into wondering, am I able to do that dance? Am I able to engage with them in that way? Am I able to take a chance on them? Something like that. Slow to make a decision. That's interesting because their personalities fire. But they've been slow to make a decision. What is that? Did you make an offer? Slow to make a decision. Interesting. How interesting. It could be that they just, or it could just be that I'm seeing a sense of time, like I said. The Knight of Pentacles to Judgment. You've known this person for a long period of time, something like that. And you understand them to be a strong decision maker and overall happy, okay? Your strengths here is that you are willing to show some communication and or curiosity to this person. So I do see that happening. That Page of Wands, show me. Three of Cups, you are willing to connect with them. Communicate. Connection or reconnection, does not have to be. Again, I'm not really feeling that X vibe. It's more like you've known about this person for a while. You have some idea of what they're like. Kind of that strong impression too with judgment attached to them. Or again, they could be deeply spiritual, something like that. They're a little bit outside the box, but overall happy. You've enjoyed conversations with this person in the past, as I've said. So essentially under your strengths, Three of Cups to the Page of Wands. So you are willing to extend communication and, hey, do you want to hang out, get together, that kind of thing. Does not have to be dating. Again, Three of Cups is general socialization, but it's coming from an emotionally happy place, or so we hope. But yeah, for some of you, yes. I'm telling you, it's like Justice. Oh. Do we feel we owe a balance? Let me know if you're connecting to Libra. There you are, underlying that. What are you looking at? For some of you, not all of you, we are deeply sexually attracted to this person. They bring out your sensual side. And you block that thought. You block it. It could be the other way around. Could be that someone is deeply sexually attracted to you. You know that and you block it. Somebody blocking it. The reason I'm saying it's you though is because you're looking at it. That's you looking at it. The Devil in sexual tarot is deep, deep sexual attraction. One that unfortunately, well, excuse the language, but no matter how many times we rub one out, the feeling still stays. That's who I'm talking to today. I told you. This is the person who provokes your sensualism, not just your sexuality. And it makes you feel comfortable. It brings out your earthy side, this person does. So much so it looks like you have earth in your chart. Okay. Your reasons for withholding are your own. You just probably, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess, seeing all your heavy contemplation is here. You weren't in a position to accept this person's energy, whatever it is, or whatever it means to you. Okay? Now you're in a place where you're contemplating it. Serious contemplation. There is, and then also I see it. I see it clearly. I see this clearly. I can balance this connection. I can. There's a certain level of confidence here. There's also a question. There's a question here. Would you be interested in fill in the blank, something like that? I don't know which way the question's going. But there's a certain level of confidence here that was not in your recent past. It's interesting. It's very fascinating. You let me know as you see fit, as always. In reverse energies, as it applies, as always. I have to say that so often. You think that would be an obvious point now if you watch tarot, but a lot of people still have problems with that. You know? It's, there you go. Reverse energies as it applies, in which case it still applies. It's really not that hard. And I say you as default because it's your reading, but you would know best who's who. Okay. Desire, Chariot, Cancer, possibly. For some of you, the fundamental weakness is simply that you have this weakness for this Cancer. But here is moving it forward. Moving it forward. Again, there's that kind of question. Moving it forward. I want to, because I want to. I want to possess that energy. I want to get my hands on that energy. It's mine. Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's not your standard Nine of Pentacles. It's the possession of one's physical energy. How do I move it forward to make it physical? Hierophant, underline that point. Some of you have issues with giving yourself permission. Giving yourself permission. That's hard, I know. Especially if you are used or accustomed to a withholding pattern. Okay, just because somebody makes you feel good doesn't mean that you necessarily know what to do with that. Perhaps you're shy. Perhaps that side of yourself, the sensualism that you've always felt, you've never really known how to express. Hence why I'm seeing such a strong emphasis on comfort level. I need to be comfortable, I need to be comfortable, I need to be comfortable. You get to a certain point of comfort, Aquarius. And then it's like, how do I move it forward into the physical realm? You give yourself permission. Let's see who is under Le Papa, or El Papa, as he's called in here. And Chariot twice. How do I give myself permission to move forward? There's you, King of Swords. You do so with communication to the Queen of Cups. Wow. Heavy water energy and heavy earth as well. Some of you have very strong earth in your charts. And some of you are definitely dealing with a water sign. Okay, let's keep on. This is interesting. This one's very interesting, honey. Very interesting. I'm feeling it for you, honey. I'm in your corner, you know. This one has a certain depth to it. It does. It has a certain depth to it. Show me what I need to see, please. Is she? King of Arrows looking back on all this. Show me the King of Swords, please, as the outcome. You. It comes down to you. What do you do? Some of you are simply afraid of rejection. Three of Swords. You're afraid of the pain, fear of rejection for posing that question, so you need the strength. What do you do? You're the bigger part of you is strength, which will always, by the way, trump the Three of Swords. Always. This is without question. Your strength is so much bigger than the Three of Swords. The fear of shadow. Okay? The fear of rejection. Not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to say. Like I said, I feel like I'm looking at Aquarius who is terribly shy. And that's not a crime. You might be able to bend your thoughts to the universe and back, but that doesn't mean in real life that makes your communication to someone else any easier. I know you have a big mind. But that doesn't make your expression any easier. You know what I mean? I know people who are very intelligent, but are terribly, terribly shy. And for some of you, that's really all it comes down to. The Queen of Swords, well, again, King of Cups, underline that, I'm telling you. When you open your heart space, your confidence is unbelievable. It's a decision here, and it's also being reflected back at you. The decision is yours, which is under your strengths as far as I can tell. The meeting up, you know, seeing it for what it is, seeing the situation, balancing the situation, leveling up. There's a question here. And leveling things. I'm not sure how else to put that, but the biggest issue is moving things forward into the real, the physical, the tangible. It's literally under the weaknesses. But it starts with you agreeing to see this person, hang out with them, have a conversation that's leveling, that's fair. There is a question here. I don't know what that is. You might. But yeah, there is a decision here. You have to be willing to make the decision to lower the defenses and open the heart space. And, but yeah, the strength in you is so much bigger. Your strength in you is so much bigger. Opening and, you know, just having the willingness to acknowledge that this is a Two of Cups type situation. Standing up for it. Could be you're dealing with an Aries. Conversation between you two. An open conversation about feelings. Having the strength to do it. Standing by them as the Emperor. I wish I could get you something more conclusive, but the simple fact of the matter is, I do see you taking strides to communicate with this person. You had to withhold in the past. Your reasons are your own. There's a variety of reasons, honey. In life, there are a variety of reasons why you would withhold from someone or something that you were interested in, and the interest here is very strong. Okay. They do seem to be open to it, receptive to it. So, if they say yes to you, please know it's coming from a strength of personal conviction on their part. Honestly, your strengths and weaknesses are pretty straightforward. They really are. You know, but it starts with seeing this person. Communicating that interest, owning your decision, showing strength behind it. And this person has a strong ownership of their feelings. I don't see this as you. I see you making the decision to communicate with strength. You'll be fine. The person who's on the receiving end of this has a very strong ownership of their feelings. Very strong. As the Emperor. This is the Emperor openly acknowledging they have a Two of Cups or feelings for you. They really don't have a hard time embracing their feelings. They accept them as truth. Okay. I do believe that they see that in you to some extent. They acknowledge the connection. Alright? Now, it's coming from the Emperor, so don't expect them to go overboard. Don't expect them to go overboard with their feelings. And for you, that's probably a good thing. You know, you being the King and Queen of Swords reflected twice. I don't expect this person to go on and on about their feelings, not with the Emperor energy, but here's the thing about the Emperor, he's claiming. So when he says, I acknowledge the connection, or I understand that there's something between us, or I understand I have feelings for you, believe them. They're not gonna go on and on. They will not. But once they say it, they mean it. It's quite real. It's quite solid. I would trust the Two of Cups coming from an Emperor. It's like, yes, I acknowledge that my connection with you, Aquarius, is special. It's unique. And I own it. Or I'm interested in it. Or it means something to me. Or I've always understood that there was something between us. So if the Emperor's saying it, it's legit. Okay. But yeah, there you go. Nope. Try that again. This person very much opens your sensualism. They really do kind of challenge you. And I don't see them challenging as a negative. I see it challenging as in, it's not overbearing, it's not like that. It's just like by their existence, you observe this person. And they bring out something in you. Whereas typically, I do believe, Aquarius, you are traditionally very shy. You're going to go through this honeymoon period. This does not necessarily mean engagement. It could be, obviously, this could be a reflection of the future between you two. But it's more like those sweet, easy feelings that you would associate with the Four of Wands. I can reflect those easy feelings with you. You can reflect them with me. They're natural. We're not trying to talk ourselves into it. We never had to. It's just an easy connection between us. Okay, and here I am. I'm seeing the Emperor acknowledge that. So the honeymoon is just that, the inexplicable easy sweetness where you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. It's like you just know. You just know. Pay attention to the red flags in true love. Here's why I'm not worried about that. Okay? It's like these cards are limited in value. All right? You can only have so many oracle cards. So it's more like pay attention to what you're being shown. And true love. Possibly. Yeah, absolutely. Pay attention. It's love. It is here. I see them acknowledging it. And I see you doing your best to acknowledge it as well. To give it room to breathe. To try. And you're doing it from an informatic decision-making space as the King and Queen of Swords. Your feelings don't always come easily to you, but you also don't deny the thought. You've done the tally, you've done the work, you've done the pros and cons, and I'm looking at Aquarius as logically concluded that this person provokes something in them that's unique, and it's earthy, and it's sensual, and you'd rather try than not. Okay? It's taking you strength. There's a little bit of fear of rejection, but you'll get over it. The strength will always, especially if you have Leo in your chart, I suggest you use it. Strength will always trump Three of Swords. Okay? Oops. Passion. Yeah, of course. As I was saying. Yeah, of course you do. Of course. This was clearly not explored ever between you two. You had your reasons, like I said. You might have been exiting a difficult relationship and you just weren't in a position where you could give and take. You yourself may never have been comfortable with your own energy, particularly where your sensualism is concerned. Perhaps you're just terribly shy. And that's for some of you, I'm feeling that. Okay. All right. Aquarius, I hope this was helpful to you. Let's see where we are. Oh dear, I went way over time. Oh my. None of the other collectives are going to get one this long. I mean, that's what he or she said, I think. I gotta be me. You know, I gotta be me. All right, Aquarius, put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.